So everyone able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
So components also not confidently telling for everyone. Okay, we have only 5 components. In load runner, how many components? We have only 5 components. What are they? Means virtual user generator and controller and agent process and load generator and analyzer. So one by one, like what is the virtual user generator? Virtual user
Nothing but a
generator
sys.
means we need to record for the business flow and generate for the script statement purpose. We can use for the virtual user generator. Like business flow means what? For example, see. So I will show you what is the business flow again. So I will give for the today onwards will be assignments also, work assignments also, because I will start scripting for today onwards. Okay. So now this is the some flight booking application. So this is the our business flow. So business flow, nothing but what are the things we are doing? See, I launch the application. After launch, what we need to do? We need to do for the login, right? Without login, we can book the ticket. Is it possible?
No.
No,
Not
right?
possible.
So that is why we need to log in. So each and everyone we can consider as a one transaction. Login is transaction. By default, username password will be Jojo and user password will be BEAN and click on login button. So after the login button, you need to book the flight, means you need to click on the flights or itinerary.
Flights.
Flights, because itinerary nothing but it's a cancel. You want to cancel the ticket means you can click on this, but you want to book the flight means you can click on the flights button. And after that flights, you are finding the flight like departure city and derive city, means where to where you can go. So you can select any one of this. London to, you can select for the derive city also, you can select anything. Paris, London to Paris I selected. If you want change date means you can change dates. And if you want seating preferences, if you want windows, then coach will be business. You can select this one, click on continue. See London to Paris is available. These all will be available flights. You can select any one of the flight and click on continue. And after that, payment details means you need to give for the payment details. Street name, street address and city, and you need to give for the credit card number and expiry date of the credit card. And after that, click on continue. See, thank you for booking through web tour application. Through web tour application, where ticket booked successfully. If you want to book another ticket means you can click on another ticket. But your ticket is booking is completed means what we need to do finally will be sign up. Sign up. So this is our business flow. This business flow we need to record through Vusion, virtual user generator. So I will show that today. Today onwards everything will be practical only. Okay. So this is the everyone able to see, this is the virtual user generator, means we need to record the script and do the script enhancement purpose we can use for the virtual user generator. So I'm opening this one. So you are able to see this is the virtual user generator version. It is showing for the 2021 and R1 means 2021 version, this one. Okay. And after that, so once you can open the Vusion, look like this one, then you need to create new script, means you need to click on add new script. Then see create new script. So these are the protocols. So based on the application developed for the different applications like Java based, .NET, SAP and Oracle based, and different type of application will be developed by developer. Based on that application, we need to select for the protocol. Maybe if it is all, if developed in .NET or Java, whatever maybe, it is a web application means you need to select for the web HTTP HTML protocol. Means all web-based application, we need to select the which protocol? Web HTTP HTML protocol. Maybe the application developed in the SAP protocol, then you can observe here SAP also we have the protocol will be there. See, this is the SAP protocol, SAP web protocol, SAP GUI protocol. Means it is developed in Oracle, then you can select Oracle. But it is a web application. So you are developed in the application in there like in Java, .NET, anything. So you need to select for the web HTTP HTML protocol. And after that, we need to give for the script name. So script name also we need to give for the professional way. Like which application we are doing testing?
Flight booking.
Web tour, right?
Web tour,
Web
yes.
tour application. In the web tour application, what we are doing?
Flight booking.
Yes, flight booking.
Flight.
Flight booking. Flight booking. And that after that you need to give for the date of the today date I'm giving 2906. So means when you are giving for the script name also you need to give for the proper, because we are everyone is going as a not a fresher, we are everyone going as a experience. So if maybe someone see means okay, apart from this you need to mention like this some flight booking only you mention, flight only you mention. So if maybe I am your team member, I came and what script you are doing means just you can share your screen and show me you are getting somewhere error, right? I will ask. Then you share the screen and I see for the flight booking only. So means maybe someone is don't know for this application. Okay, in this which application he done for the flight booking? Because we are doing for the flight booking is different applications, like we can do for the Paytm is possible, and phone pay is possible, and any most of the application number of applications will be there. So that is why you need to mention for the proper name also. So very important for the naming of the script also. So in the web tour application I am doing for the flight booking, date is today. So this is the script location, means it is a saving, this script will be saving to this location, documents and views and scripts it is saving. So you can go here and I will show the script folder also. So you can go to the documents, in the documents views, and in the views and scripts. So means all scripts will be saved here. These all will be already scripts will be there. So this script also it will save here. So if you want, maybe I don't want there means you need to prepare yourself also. You can click on this and you can select any one of the folder, like you want to for the documents only. You can create for the new folder, means you can create for the new folder, you can do it, means yourself, that will be your wish. And after that, we need to click on for the create button. So what we done, just we are selected for the protocol and we are given for the script name and we are selecting for the where we need to save and click on create button. So once we can click on create button, now we are able to seeing for the this window, and we are seeing for the this is the script name, and we are doing for the web HTTP HTML protocol also it is displaying, and we have the user init, action, user end, 3 sections. If anyone asks in user how many sections we have, means we have the 3 sections like user init, action, user end. So user init nothing but initial section, like you are doing for the login, launch, everything we can keep for the user init section. Maybe you are doing for the business flow like flight booking, payment, these things you need to record in the action section. User end nothing but logout section or in end section. So now we need to record script. How we can record means, see, this is the record button. Everyone able to see? You need to click on
Yes.
record button. And after click on record button, you are able to see the one pop-up window will open. And you are recording into the action where you need to record. I want to record for the action in the everything will be action only. So I selected action, and that we are recording for the web application, right? That is why you need to select for the web browser only. And this is the available, like we have the different browsers like Internet Explorer, Mozilla, and Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge. So you need to select any one of the browser. Maybe if you want any browser you can select, no problem. Okay, so I'm selecting right now is the Internet Explorer. So going to the URL nothing but what application you are testing, you need to give for that URL. For example, we are doing for the web tour application, that is why given for the web tour URL. Otherwise you are doing for the some different application like a Facebook application, you need to give for the www.facebook.com. Otherwise you are doing for the some ICICI bank application, then you need to give for the ICICI bank.com. Means which application you are testing, you need to give for that URL, because every time will be, it's not there. Our application will be different applications will be there in project point of view: banking applications, insurance application, healthcare domains, and retail applications, and e-store applications. So we have different application will be there. So which application you are testing, you need to give for that URL. For example, I am testing for the web tour URL. So I am taking for this is the URL of this web tour. I am selecting this one, and now I am giving for the URL place, I am giving this URL. Now you need to start recording. This is the start recording button. Before you need to record the script, you should be some recording options will be there. We need to observe these things, like click on recording options, and this is the recording button. And we have the two modes will be there: HTML based, URL based will be there. So right now we are doing for the only HTML based only. I will explain later what is difference between HTML to URL, and when we can switch from the HTML to URL, I will explain. Now we are doing for the HTML based only. Click on HTML advanced. Here script type will be, every time will be, you need to keep these two only. The script contain explicitly URL and web submit data only. And non-HTML place, you need to keep the record within the current step. Okay, so this will be, you need to keep for the every time when you are recording the script. And after that, we need to observe for the advanced. So you need to uncheck for these all things: generate web find and generate web ad cookies. And when you are starting, right, once you can install the software, you are able to see like this, it will be there. So like this. So what you need to do, you need to uncheck this: generate web breakpoint and websites add cookies and generate steps from the WebSocket traffic. And after that, headers also, when you are starting with time, you will able to see for the this type of, like, all headers will be displayed. So no need header files. You need to select for the do not record headers and click on OK. Okay, so these are the important things for the before recording the script. And one more thing, next point will be mapping and filter. Mapping and filter, we have the three options will be there: socket level data and VNet level data, and socket level and VNet level data. So going to the, when we can go with the socket level data means you are doing for the web-based application, means you need to select for the socket level data only. Maybe you are doing for the Windows based application, you need to select for the VNet level data. Sometimes you are doing for the web application only, but you are unable to recording script properly, then you need to select for the both also. So it depends on the situation, you need to select this one, but all web based application we need to select for the socket level data. And after that, options, this is the important options also. Maybe client using for the different socket level options, like we have the different options will be there: SSL 2x3, 2.x and 3.x, and TLS 1.0, TLS 1.2. So this will be different socket level options. Maybe client using for the TLS 1.0, you need to select for the TLS 1.0. Maybe client using for the SSL 2x3, you can select this one, and you need to update, means it will automatically update. So these are the prerequisites for the before recording the script. What are the things? Recording options in that HTML advanced. A script contain URL and web submit data and record within the current script. And after that, come to the advanced. In the advanced, you need to uncheck for the generate web ad cookies and generate web ad cookies and generate web ad socket, web socket traffic and headers do not record. And after that, mapping and filter, you should be changed for the socket level if it is not there. So these all will be mandate things for the before recording the script. Okay, got it everyone? So now you need to click on OK. Once you changes done, you need to click on OK. You can close, means it is not saved. When you are click for the OK button only, it will be saved. See, I am clicking for the OK button. So it is now we are given for the browser. Which browser I selected? Hello?
Internet Explorer.
Internet Explorer. So means what will happen, right? When you can click on start record button, so automatically Internet Explorer will open, and in that it will open for our URL. Which URL you are given, that URL will be automatically open. No need to open manually. Okay. So now I'm start recording button. See, now you can observe. See, automatically the browser is invoked. See, and our URL is open. So it is already launch is done. Next transaction, what we are doing?
Login.
Login. So means we need to give for the transaction name before doing for the, you need to enter for the login name, username, click on login button. You need to give for the start transaction name. Means what you are doing for the login. So you need to give for the login. Now you can perform the action. So I'm giving for the Jojo and Bean and click on login button. So login is completed or not?
Completed.
So completed
Yes.
means you need to end this transaction. So we
End
have the
this.
start transaction, end transactions will be there. So you are now stopping the end transaction means you can click on end transaction. You need to click on login means up to here login is ended. After that, what we are doing?
Find flights.
Click on flights. So we are clicking for the flights. So before you can click on this, you need to enter for the start transaction name. Click on that and click on flights. And click on OK. Now you need to perform action. Click on flights. So you should wait for the until page will be load, and the click on flights transaction is completed or not?
Not
Completed or not? Click on flights.
Completed.
Completed. So you need to end the
So
transaction.
end the program. Okay.
So you need to end this end transaction. Click on flights. Again, which transaction we are starting?
find flights.
Find flight. So you need to give for the find flight. Now you need to select for the departure city. London to you need to select for the anything, San Francisco, and you want change for the Windows and business course, you can change and click on continue. See, find flight transaction is completed. Not completed.
Not
Still
not
we
not
are-
completed.
not completed.
End up.
So that is why don't
You
need to end the transaction. Don't click on
End
find
the
flight
transaction.
button. So once this action is completed, you can end that. So now I am selecting for the flight. We have the different flight. I'm selecting the flight and click on continue. Now it is our find flight is transaction is completed or not?
Completed.
So you need to end the transaction is a find flight. Now which transaction we are doing? Payment details.
Payments.
Payment details.
So you need to enter for the payment details is the transaction name and click on OK. And now you need to give for the address, like I'm giving for the address. And city name I'm giving for the like Hyderabad. And credit card details I'm giving for the credit card details, expiry date of the credit card. And click on continue button. See, payment is done or not? Payment is done. Your ticket is booked successfully. Means you need to end the payment transaction.
Payment mode.
So what is the final transaction? We have only sign up.
Sign out.
So you need to give for the what transaction you are doing. You need to give for that transaction name is a sign off. Sign off and click on OK. Then you need to click on for the sign off. See, our entire business flow is completed or not? We are booked the ticket successfully. We are came out from the application. So you need to, before stop recording button, this is the stop record button. Before that, you need to end the transaction name. Sign off. Now your everything is completed. Now you need to stop recording button. This is the stop recording button. Just you can click on stop recording button. See, once you can click on stop recording button, we are able to see the like total how many sent, how many received, how many requests, how many connections happen. And apart from this, we need to see for the, this is the host nothing but this is our web tour URL. Maybe you are seeing for the, this is also, it is checked like this. This is our URLs. This is our URL
No,
or
sir.
check data?
No, sir.
No,
No.
right?
Checked it.
Maybe when you are recording, you are like this, it is happen means you need to uncheck this. Only we need to keep only our URL. You can uncheck this and click on regenerate button. Then what will happen means your script will be only, it will be regenerated with the your URL code only. Again, it is a regenerated. Now you need to go to the action, click on actions. Now we need to see for the entire code will be recorded. Now you can see start transaction. What name I given? Starting login. Everyone able to
Login.
see?
Yes.
Login. Means login is code is started here, ended here. Login ended here. What is the transaction name? Start transaction name? LR start transaction. End transaction name what? LR end transaction. So means transaction is started here, ended here. And after that, what we done? Click on flights. See, started, click on flights here, and click on flights is ended here. And after that, what we done? Click on find flight. So we are selected for the, you can observe London and San Francisco is selected. See, London to San Francisco, I selected find flight button. And after that, I selected for the flight. This is the flight. Means find flight is completed here. See. And after that, what we are doing? Payment details. Means you are giving for the city name. See, I given for the Aminpur, city name Hyderabad, and credit card number and expire date I give it. And after that, sign off. See, so all transactions will be recorded successfully.
Yes.
So means once script is completed, you need to identify the, okay, all transactions will be, we are recorded or not, you need to check. After that, maybe one transaction we missed. See, this is also one transaction. This is the launch application because automatically it is a launching, right? We are unable to give for the launch transaction name. So by manually also we need to give for the transaction name. So this is the start transaction. This is the end transaction. Everyone able to see? This is the
Yes.
start transaction. This is the end transaction. For example, I want to give for the launch transaction here. So you can click for the cursor here and click on start transaction. Then in double code, you need to give for the launch URL. And same name you need to give for the end also, because you are giving for the different name, then you will be, that will be fail your script. So control launch. So means maybe somewhere you miss for the transaction also, by manually also we need to give for the start and end transactions. See, now we are all given transactions. So I have one doubt, why we are giving start transaction and transaction? Which purpose it is used?
Response of time.
Yes. So
Responsiveness
for
of
example, I want for the each one day will be one transaction. What is this transaction name? Launch. For this transaction, how much response time it is taken for launching? Means this code is how much response time. To measure the response time, we need to give for the start and end transaction. To measure the response time of the transaction, we need to you give the LR start and transaction. Now I will execute. See, this is the save button. Just I'm saving. And this is the replay button. Means you need to just replaying the script. Just click on this. Now you can observe, right, and see, you are able to see the application also. Launching application, flight booking, and everything is completed. Now, once you are able to see the results window, so what are the transaction name you are given? All transaction will be displaying here. See, launch URL, login, click on flights, and find flight, and payment details, sign up. So what are the transaction names you are given? All transaction will be displaying here. And same too, we are getting for the response time. So one user is a 310 milliseconds it happen. Means launch how much time it is taken? 310 milliseconds. So to measure the response time point of view, our work also, what is our work? Maybe you are executing with the 1,000 users. What is the your transaction response time? So actually our SLA will be 2 seconds. It is a more than 2 seconds or not, you need to check. So that is our job. That is the point of view. Very important for the start and end transactions for our script. Maybe you are miss anywhere, you can manually also, you can edit, but you should be give for the start and end transaction. If you are not give a start transaction and transaction, you will not measure the response time. So for example, I am making this transaction, start and end transaction. Again, I'm saving. Again, I'm executing. You can observe. See, you are able to seeing launch transaction name. Total we have the 6 transactions, but I disabled 1 transaction. Now you are able to seeing launch.
No.
No, right? But I want for
No.
the response time of launch also. Means without you are given you are not given any LR start and end transaction for the particular transaction, the response time will be not measured. So that is why we need to give for the LR start and end transactions. Everyone is clear?
Yeah.
So our job also, main job, this is only. We need to find for the start transaction, like what is the each transaction, how much response time we are getting. So that is our job. That is why in script, this will be very need start and end transactions. Okay. So again, you can observe, we are launched the application. It is generated for the web URL function. And you are entered for the login means you are entering some data. What data you are entered? See, Jojo bin you are entered. So means you are putting for the some data to the application. So that is why it is generated as a web submit data. But login, which function it is generated? Web URL function is generated. So means what will happen? So when you are clicking that application, it is generating as a web URL function. Maybe you are entering some data, then it is generating for the web submit data. It's clear? Everyone, see Jojo bin. And you can observe next transaction. Click on flights. Means you are clicking the flights. That is why which function it is generated? Web URL function is generated. And after that, find flight transaction will be there. So you are giving some input to the application like London, and you are entering the date, and you are selecting for the some area, and this all details you are submitting some to the application. That is why which function it is generated? Web submit. Data. And as same to, we are submitting the flight to this application. That is why it is generated as a web submit data. And after that, payment details also you are submitting some data, like you are giving for the Aminpur and Hyderabad and credit card number and expiry date. So means you are submitted data. So that is why which function is generated? Web submit data. And we are selling final transaction, sign up. Sign up, you are entering any data or you are submitting anything application?
No.
No,
Click.
means you are clicking. Click means which function it is generated?
Web URL.
Web URL. Now everyone is fine, right? In our script, what are the functions we observed? LR start transaction, LR end transaction, web URL and web submit data. So when it is come to the web URL,
Clicking
Entering
data.
and ending.
We
sign up
launch
date.
the application.
yeah, we are when we can clicking for the application, clicks when we are clicking for the application, it is generating for the web URL. You are submitting some data to the application, then which function it will generate it?
Web submit data.
data.
Web
Web submit
submit.
data. To measure the response time, which functions we can use?
Started and transaction.
Started and transaction.
Start and end transactions. Very good. So after this, once this everything is transactions is completed, now we need to start our scripting enhancements. For example, what is our aim of the performance testing? We need to execute with the multiple users and we need to find the response time, right?
Yeah.
But here I
Yes.
observed only Jojo bin, only one user will be there. How can I keep for the more users? Can I write like this, comma, Kiran? It will work.
No.
It will work. It will
You
not.
can use a
work.
controller.
So means no,
We can
here
use-
only we need to give. So that is point of view we can do for the one scripting enhancements that is called as a parameterization. What is that? Parameterization. So what are the values you are entering through keyboard? Those values we should do for the parameterization. Everyone is got what is the parameterization? Nothing but what are the values you are entering through keyboard to the application? Those values you should be do for the parameterization. So for example, application username password you are giving, or it is automatically submitting, or you are entering.
We're entering.
No,
Entering.
entering the
Entering the username and password means what we need to do? We need to do for the parameterization. See, this user section value you are given or automatically it's coming from the application. It is coming from the application. So
Yeah.
means you not do for this parameterization. And after that, click on flights, we don't have any value. And after that, find flight will be there. You can see departure city you are selecting or you are entering.
We're selecting.
selecting.
Yes, selecting means you can do for the not do for the parameterization. Departure date means we need to enter. We are not selecting.
Entering.
So means
So
you
we
need to do for the
parameterization.
parameterization. is also
Yeah.
there. You need to do the parameterization. No, because we are selecting.
Yeah.
So like this, what are the values you are entered through keyboard? Those values we need to do for the parameterization. So we'll continue for the parameterization concept tomorrow. Okay. So anyone have any doubts regarding today class? Everyone is good?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll continue with the parameterization concept. Okay. And up to parameterization, everyone can prepare, and tomorrow I will ask for the interview questions also.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for joining, everyone. We'll meet for the tomorrow same time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.